welcome to SU Tech's Human Sexuality class, and our PSA is over barrier birth control methods. My barrier birth control method is the male condom. The male condom prevents fertilization by keeping the sperm and the egg apart. Some advantages to this is it reduces the risk of STI, and your partners can participate in this method. Some disadvantages is it must be used every single time, and may be interrupted to sex. Some people complain of lack of sensation, and it can slip or break. Typical use effectiveness is 85%, while perfect use effectiveness is 98%. So don't be silly, wrap your willy.
Female condom is the second barrier method used. This prevents fertilization by providing a barrier between the egg and sperm. The advantages are no prescription is needed, the female controls the method, conducts and holds heat, can be used with any lube, can be used by a person with latex allergy, should protect against STI, and may be put in 8 hours ahead of sexual intercourse and can be used during menstruation. Disadvantages: must be used every time, they're expensive, takes practice to use correctly, not easily accessible, and may not be used with a male condom. Typical use is 79% and perfect use is 95%.
Contraceptive sponge. 2-inch round sponge that contains spermicide. Covers the cervix and blocks the sperm from entering the uterus. Continuously releases a spermicide that keeps sperm from moving. Have to activate the sponge with water. Advantages: convenient, no fitting, necessary OTC, easy to use with practice, no interruptive sex, can be inserted 24 hours after and left in 24 hours before, can have sex multiple times before removing. Disadvantages: may be difficult to insert or remove the sponge, too messy, may make sex too dry. 68% to 91% effective.
IUD is an intrauterine device. It is a small T-shaped device which is inserted into the uterus by a trained healthcare professional. It thickens cervical mucus, imparts sperm migration, changes the lining of the uterus, and may prevent implantation. One advantage of it is that it's always in place. It can be used up to 10 years. A disadvantage is that it has no STI protection and can be expensive.
My barrier method is diaphragm in the Fem cup. It's a latex or silicone cup shapes that are inserted into the vagina that covers to fit the cervix. It must be used with non-exonal 9 spermicide. Prevents fertilization by barriers with chemical spermicide. Some advantages are that it is reusable, it can be inserted ahead of time, and can combine with condoms for increased effectiveness. Teaches about female anatomy. Some disadvantages are that you must use it every time. It requires a prescription. Practice use correctly. It's messy, increases difficulty emptying your bladder. Insertion and removal can cause infection and an erection. A typical 68 through 84% and perfect 74 through 90% time.
My barrier method is the withdrawal and pull-out method. And this is when the guy withdraws his penis before he ejaculates. So this obviously prevents the egg and the sperm from fertilizing and making the baby. So that's one way you can do it. Advantages is there's no prescription, so you don't need to take the pill or anything. And the disadvantages, since you're not using any protection, you can still get STI. The typical use is 73% and the perfect use is 96%.
If you wear Crocs, it is 100% effective that you will never get laid ever. Advantages are nothing. Disadvantages are everything.
In summary, pick the best method for you and your partner. Thanks for watching.